Hello, welcome back. So it's Monday morning right now, and I know like for the past couple of weeks I've been doing it on Sunday, but it's been a very hectic week last week for the cat. So that means it's also hectic for me, and it's also morning, so like the sun is coming from this way, which is very different. I've been joking, I've been saying things like I have seen the sunrise the past month and a half, more sunrises in the past and a half months since compared to the past 10 years put together. It's like I haven't seen so many sunrises in my life, except when I was a kid still, like going to school in kindergarten or elementary school. Now the cat is in my bed, but I don't want to supervise, so I'm just gonna let her stay in the bed. I don't know if you can see. She's just it's she doesn't want to go come outside right now. I don't know why. I've been letting her just stay outside the bedroom for the past couple days, and I have been feeling guilty about it, but I've been sticking to it because I felt like I really needed sleep, and she's been scratching this area under my bed that I can't really allow her to scratch because it's getting really damaging now, like the carpets and stuff. And this is not my home. Like I don't own this place, so I don't want to count it as property damage. So, all in all, the price for a good night's sleep is guilt. This week, uh, she had her vaccination booster. The cat, I mean, I've become one of those people who basically just stop talking about themselves. But then again, I never really talk about myself much, except here. But like in real life, I don't really. But here, I do. Um, but anyway, like yeah, she had a vaccination, and I had like this scare at about like Thursday, so about 5 days ago maybe, where I took her out to with a leash on, and she's not leash trained, so it's my fault, totally my fault. And she wasn't like escaping the leash when she was indoors, so I thought, oh, maybe I can just take her out and it'll be fine, because she's not like she's acting like she's really scared, so she's not escaping her leash. But as soon as I was out in the garden, she just escaped and bolted and just like basically escaped from her leash and just ran to, I don't know, buildings like couple buildings down from the garden. So I basically lost her for like 2 hours, and I was freaking out kind of. So I wasn't sure if I leave the area and come back a bit later, whether that'll be okay or not, whether she'll leave the area and stuff. Um, I guess like I don't have enough experiences, so I don't have enough confidence to know what's what. But I took the chance. I went back home and like took like a pouch of kibbles and and also like her newest toy. She has this thing like if it's new, it's interesting, maybe like a cat. So I took that, and because it has a bell on it, and I can't keep calling her out. Like I can't keep calling her out, Limi, 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 Limi. She's not coming out. I don't know where she was. I was basically like hanging around the building like a total creep. And but I think after about 2 hours, near 2 hours, I basically decided, because I was like loitering around this building, like it's private property basically, right? Because I'm not a resident of that place, and I was also kind of hovering next to this apartment complex. Next to it is just a regular house, so it's a regular house and an apartment complex, and that was where I saw her last, like where I saw her bolted and ran. And she was basically inside the yard, not yard, like inside the yard of the house. And then when I tried to call her and try to get her to me and stuff, she basically hid under the house. So the house is basically has a foundation, and under the house it's not a shed, it's basically just under the house. Like it wasn't storage, it was just under the house. It was like stone, and then basically the foundation is just next to it, and then there's just a gap between the house and the yard, like the grass bit. So she just hid inside there, and it took me a while to get her out. And by the time, like, she wasn't even interested in food, she wasn't interested in I took like the treat. I also like took a treat, and also took like a churro treat, and took kibbles. I tried to lure it with food, but it didn't want to come out. So I tried with the bell and stuff, and then she was curious enough for the bell, and so she came out just to play with the bell, and that's when I grabbed her and then I just basically held her very tight and came back home, because I was like, I'm not messing around anymore. I'm like, you are definitely going to be indoor cat for now. Like, we are not going to go outside for a little bit except for the balcony, supervised as usual. But I probably will try again though, just because I feel like she's like, once I got over the trauma of losing her and she's bolting, it's just like, I think one of the harnesses, the market is quite expensive. It's like $49 or $50, and I don't feel like it's actually necessary. Mainly because I don't know if she likes it. Like, my principle these days is like, don't buy anything expensive until you know that she likes it. But even then, there is no guarantee that she will like the expensive version. It's like kibbles, right? I used to feed her Aldi kibbles, and it's fine. Like, it's grain free, and when you look at the ingredients, it actually has a very less fillers compared to other cat food out there that is grain free. So comparatively, is similar. Like, the grain free with the similar ingredient list is costing about $25. At Aldi, similar ingredients, and it's costing about $7. So it's not like a bad, for me anyway, from my perspective, from the ingredient list. It's not a bad. Where did she go? I'm concerned when she's not in my line of sight. Did she go inside? And anyway, and then after that, like on Thursday, that's on Saturday, so 2 days ago, I was, I basically invited myself to an adoption event that the rescue charity ran in Zetland. So that will be a vlog maybe in 2 weeks from now. And my plan is, because I have queues like 2 week vlogs, I'm gonna take a break this week, I guess, from filming, because I don't know, I'm just trying to reset my energy. So I think that should be okay. I know I'm very frantic and erratic right now. Like, there's just, it's cold, which is good. And I think like the week stress from the past week has caught up with me, and I'm finally getting a cold. So I think I'm getting sick. So I'm thinking like maybe I should just not do anything, and so that my body has a little bit of slack so it can rest and recuperate and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like I am so overwhelmed that I don't even have the time to become really stressed out, meaning like properly stressed out and properly freaking out, like not having food, not having money. It's like I'm down to my what? I'm down like to $3 my bank account right now. But I'm like, it's also because a lot of the platforms that I'm supposed to pay me is late. So I'm like, okay, I can't do anything really. Um, but I feel like in the past, I would definitely be very suicidal, because it just like I have a very strong passive ideation relationship with money. Meaning, like, if I don't have money, I'm very ideating. Like, I'm like, oh, why am I here? Like, I just wanna go back home and to heaven. I mean, and don't wanna be here. And then as soon as usually when money comes in, I'm like perks up again and okay again, mentally stable, emotionally stable. So my emotional and mental stability and health and everything is usually related with money. So But this week it has been so hectic and so overwhelming that I don't even have the capacity to worry about the money bit. I'm like, okay, now I only have this much. Like, that's fine. That's what we're gonna work with, and I'm just gonna rest. Like, my brain is so overwhelmed, and my body is just like riddled with a lot of like heavy stuff, and it just wants to release. I think by being sick, by having a cold and stuff, that I think I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. We're just gonna stop everything and just rest. And it's good that we don't have anything anyway. Not, we don't have any money, because if we have money, I think I'm gonna be very busy getting groceries, like supplies, getting her food supplies again, and getting her litters again, like 6 kilogram from like Hurstville came out again, and then so there's a lot of work that needs to be done once money coming in. So I'm like, oh, I don't have any money, so I can't do anything. So I'm just gonna do nothing. So I guess it's giving me an opportunity to not do anything right now. And I feel also still very, and I'm like, I'm not, except for guilt these days, I don't feel a lot of things that is relating to me. So I guess that's good. Guilt meaning like, because I feel like the cat is depressed or like sad because I don't have a lot of toys for her. And I don't mean toys in terms of like play, in terms of for fun, but I mean for her mental health and for emotional health, meaning like for her, so that she doesn't get depressed, because she actually needs that interaction. She needs stimulation because she's still young, and she's like only a year old, like a bit. So she's still like a teenager basically. And so I feel guilty a lot of the times because I am chronically ill. So in the morning, I don't do anything. I'm just staying in bed, and she stays close. Usually, she wants to stay close, and I usually really want her to sleep with me at night, but I can't let her because she's been destroying the carpet. Like when it's just specifically at night, and it's specifically in this area of like the bed, like under the bed. That bit that I can't allow her to do because it keeps damaging it. And um so the other bits I can live with, but that bit I can't. So she get kicked out every night these days, which I feel guilty about because I don't want her to be alone out there for like 8 hours, 5 hours, whatever hours. She's alone. I don't want her to be alone. And because during the day I would probably sometimes go out, but I don't go out for a long time. I go out for like 3, 4 hours, and I'll come back. And usually I just go out for groceries, and that's just like an hour or something. So it's not long. She's usually during the day she sleeps. So it's the nighttime guilt that I'm actually having a lot of problem with. Um, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel I'm contemplating of getting her a kitten, probably like a foster kitten sister or brother. So they're all gonna be fostered because I can't adopt, right? So, but I'm like, I don't think that's a wise idea. I mean, my financial is really tight, and I can't even. I have to walk very thin line, to make sure she's fed properly and stuff. And she's having issues with right now. I'm trying to defrost the fridge, so I unplugged the fridge. So I've been planning this for a week, right? So I used up all her kangaroo meat. So I feed her a raw kangaroo meat from Aldi, and I used it up yesterday. So now there is no raw meat in my fridge and in my freezer. I used it up the past week or so it was planned. So I want to defrost it, meaning like I'm gonna unplug it from the power socket for 24 hours. So by tomorrow, then I will plug it back. But and also I only have $3 in my account, so I can't afford the kangaroo meat for now. The kangaroo meat is not expensive; it's like $5.50 and something. And also, like any money that goes to the coffee.com/ballerine, if you want to support me, you can go and support there. Is the tip is in US dollars there. and all the description is going to be in the description box below if you want to help out with the kitty fund and also help out with a rescue fund as well, like because the rescue fund is going to go for desexing and stuff. But at the same time, I have a goal on coffee that is purposely for her desexing and stuff. So I'm not using that money to buy her food for now. Like once that goal is met, I feel like that's when I can use any excess or whatever to buy her stuff, because I'm trying to get her a stainless steel little box, because all the ones that I've been trying is not working, like the plastic. And also been using right now I'm using a baking tray and I'm putting a little liner, so I'm using what I have. Okay. But it's not working out because she's growing bigger, because she's still growing. She's here. But I can't let her out, because if I let her out then I can't talk to you guys. But she's here. Hold on. You want to see? Ta-da! She wants to get out now. I've been trying to get her out like all morning, but she doesn't want to get out. She's gonna harass me soon. But anyway, so that's what's happening. But anyway, I feel like until I hit that target, I don't want to spend it on her food or anything. I'm gonna use my money for her food. So that's like being stowed away in a different account. And anyway, that's what I'm I'm managing it somehow. So it's been a really crazy week last week. Like she got vaccinated booster. Um, she was lost. She bolted. She escaped for a little bit, and then she was in an adoption event in a crate for like 2 3 hours. She was really scared. It wasn't really a good thing for her, but I feel like because it was her first experience maybe in a crate, because I don't think she has ever been in a crate before except for when she goes into a carrier. And it was really difficult to get her into the carrier this time around. She basically escaped 3 times. Like I almost managed to get her into the carrier twice before I finally got her in the carrier the third time, because she just ran as soon as she was like halfway inside the carrier. So it was a battle, it was a struggle. And now like I feel I'm damaging our relationship, because she's seeing me as like this person can be dangerous even though she gives me food. So I'm like, I don't know, I am guilty a lot these days. I don't think I can be an actual mother to an actual human, because my guilt will eat me up. And I'm nagging her. It's like, you should eat your meal, finish your meal. And she does. And I feel even more guilty when she listens. I mean, like, I feel like I'm forcing her to do something that she doesn't want to do. Anyway, I'm drinking like 4 tea bags of lemongrass and ginger. I got it from lemongrass and ginger tea is from Aldi. It's like $1.89 or $1.90 something. So it's under $2 a box for like 40 tea bags. It's a lot. Like they have a lot of tea bags inside, and it's good value. I love Aldi. Okay, Aldi is my savior. When you're poor, Aldi is your go-to. And then I haven't even dealt with my usual, financial crisis problem. I mean, I feel like nothing is moving in my life. I'm just such a complaint saga person these days, aren't I? I don't do this in real life. And I went to another meeting yesterday, craft group, and I found myself being very different this yesterday. Usually, I let people talk, and I just don't. I just listen because I can't really be bothered to put in any kind of contribution. But yesterday, I tried a little bit. I tried to speak up and talk about myself a little bit in context about what's going on inside, what they're doing. Where did she go? Uh, is she under the bed? Is she scratching under the bed? Oh, I'm scared. Hold on. Oh, it's going to fall on me. Limi! Limi. This is how I sound when I lost her. Limi, Limi, and she didn't even answer me back. She didn't even pop up. The only reason she popped up when I lost her was because of the. Also, I haven't showered or anything. This is early morning. Um, I have become a completely different person from someone who doesn't do morning whatsoever. Limi, Limi, Limi. So I'm these days I'm trying to call her, especially after the event, after the escaping event, because now I want her to know that I'm calling her, and I want her to come. Mimi, Mimi, where are you? And I'm starting to use this voice now, this tone. Like, is that why you're doing it? Is that like this baby tone, like with high pitch? I'm just like, oh my god, I'm a bit disgusted at myself. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. Okay, she's ignoring me. All right, whatever. Yes, this is a life of a foster cat mom. I've been looking at my hand lately, and I realized, oh, it's definitely a 40-year-old hand. It's definitely not young and youthful anymore. And I don't know. I don't feel bad about it, but I feel like, oh, this is what a 42-year-old hand looked like, and soon, maybe before I know it, it will be an 80-year-old hand. It'll be like very different and stuff. I had this experience when I was like 4 or 5. I was looking at my hand and I'm like, this is so cool. Like I can tell my hand from my brain what to do and it just moves. That's just something experience that I had when I was a kid. So random. It's weird that I accepted that I'm sick because I feel like in the past I would definitely become very depressed about it and stressed out. But now I'm just like, I'm just sick, so I'm just not gonna do anything. Oh, the sun is rising. The sun is moving this way. Also, like I am stressed every time I see the calendar. It's like, oh my god, July is ending. Every day becomes such a stressful event. I don't have money to keep going. I don't know what to do. But you know what's positive about all of this is the fact that I feel my mental health is actually a little bit better because I'm so focused on the cat that I keep forgetting that I have a huge problem to work with. It's like the cat is so distracting that I forgot that I'm supposed to be very very depressed. Uh, but at the same time, I have to keep the cat alive. Right now, my problem with the cat is it has feline acne that only developed once she's indoor. So I'm not sure what to do with it. I've changed all the bowls from plastic to stoneware, and then from stoneware to stainless steel. So all her food and water and stuff are stainless steel now, and I basically dab her chin after eating these days, so she get wiped. She doesn't like it. She get wiped under her chin after eating, so it's not oily and stuff. But it hasn't budged, so I'm like, I don't know. I've asked the rescue, but the rescue is very busy. Yesterday, I saw the rescue basically saying we only have $66 in our bank account. Please donate to us. I feel like, oh my god, we are all broke. What is gonna happen now? I feel like, this cat is not gonna deseg anytime soon. Well, which is probably why I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do it. I'm trying to fundraise it in myself. I think yeah, the vlog, but also the vlog channel is dying, and I'm so preoccupied with the cat that I can't even properly mourn the death of this channel. When I say dying, I mean like the views just been tanking consistently, going down and down. And in the past, I've been working really hard, like trying to do something about it, like trying to change thumbnails, trying to change the titles, like trying to retitle the titles. So like all the way back to like 2 3 years ago, to make sure like there's a coherent story on the channel so that YouTube algorithm picks it up. Change the thumbnail so that it's more attractive, people would click it, all this technical stuff. And because I can't do anything about the way I edit my videos, because I only have my phone and I'm not that creative. So, and people say like the thumbnails is like 50% of your views click anyway. But anyway, I just felt like so done. I felt like, you know what? Maybe it is not meant for me. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Maybe it's not gonna work out for me. Um, but I'm not gonna stop just because it's also a way for me to document my life in a way. Not 100% because it's still entertainment. Kind of is definitely edited. Meaning, when I say edited, I don't mean like cinematically edited. I mean, um, I'm just showing you what I wanted to show you because that's what edited mean in my world anyway. Where is this cat? Limi! Limi! Anyway, I'm gonna go inside and get some more water. I'll be back in a second. And I'm also gonna check on little the little creature. I am back. The little bugger is under the bed where she's not supposed to. And she pooped. Yay! I never been so happy when anyone poops in my life except for this cat. She poops, that means she's eating. Uh, what is life? Tell me, what is life? This is actually really good. It's really cold out here, but I'm sick, so I think I'm running a fever, so my body is pretty hot. Not good for my health, but good from a sensory place, meaning like I'm warm, so the cold is helping me. But the cold is the reason why I'm sick, because I was in the cold for 2 hours, and it was a very icy day when she escaped. Anyway, so I went to this meeting, and then I found myself annoyed for not being listened to. Usually I don't find myself annoyed at all, but yesterday I found myself so annoyed. So all these ladies were not acting any different than usual. I was the one that is feeling differently. So I was like very interested, and I was like it was interesting because why now, why do I feel so pissed off none of these ladies is listening to me when I'm talking? I don't talk a lot, so I think I was just I, my guess is that I'm projecting my frustration towards this situation because there was no one else in my life that I can project it to. Frustration about life and everything in general. So they were just there. So I'm like, I'm so annoyed at these people. But they're not doing anything different than any other meetings. They're just being themselves. And this is just a dynamic. And it wasn't hostile, it was just part of the way it was. But anyway, so yeah, I found that myself really annoyed yesterday for not being listened to. That was like the first time in my life. No, that's definitely an exaggeration. No, no. It's the first time in a while, in a long while, I think. So it was as if that I just told you something quite vulnerable about myself, and I don't want to listen to your crap that you've been telling us the same stories for the past 2 3 years again and again that we have heard before, you know just because you want the attention of the room. So I think there's a lot of resentment there, maybe, that is not, addressed. And yesterday was, one of those days where I basically have been exhausted and fatigued, and the whole week was weighing on me. But I didn't do anything though. I mean, like, I didn't snap, or I didn't do anything of the outwardly stuff. I just noticed like my internal monologue was the voice of anger. It's like pissed off. And I was like, oh, wow, this is new. I usually don't do this. I usually don't get annoyed with this. I'm usually pretty happy with them just talking amongst themselves and me chipping in and just like saying, oh my God, oh, that's interesting. Oh, because, in the group dynamic, it's just really draining if you are part of a drama, and I'm just there for company, and also needed to block a time where I can do like some knitting, because I feel like if I'm at home I don't do as much of knitting because I'm on my phone a lot, either researching stuff or recording, or if I want to relax, which doesn't happen any these days, is like I would read comic books, which is quite difficult these days. I even dropped my mobile gaming right now. My township has suffered. My daily task is definitely not met. I feel like I can't keep up with it anymore, which is crazy because it's not like I have a lot to do every day. But I think mentally, I just feel like it is a lot, I guess. When the cat was gone for like 2 hours, when the cat escaped, I realized like, oh, okay, even though I like to have this cat, even if I can afford the adoption fee, which I probably could, um, I don't have any support network whatsoever. I don't have anyone to call when she was missing. I don't have anyone to like relay my worry to. I did tell the rescue, but even the rescue is basically like a stranger, right? Like they're just working to help you out with the cat so that the cat get a rehome properly. So it's a rehoming organization mostly. So, and they weren't replying, and I'm not one of those people who are going to keep hounding you if you don't reply to me. I'm just gonna wait, and if you don't reply to me in a week, then I follow up. But so I'm one of those people who don't keep hounding you if you don't reply within like 10 minutes or an hour or so. I just wait. But like the reality set in, it was like I didn't have anyone, I was isolated. This is just on me. If she's gone, then I have to deal with it. Then what happened doesn't mean that I have to drop everything. What happens, like I was thinking, do I have to wait here for the whole day until it sunsets, until she comes out? If she comes out, if she was here, what about if she has run away to other places, that because she turned a corner and I couldn't see where she was going? So I was just waiting in the area where I had seen her last. It doesn't mean that that's where she was ended up hiding. Luckily for me, it did. Luckily for me, like it was where she ended up hiding for 2 hours, but it doesn't mean that she did. Like she could have just run the other way and like to a different apartment complex around the place, and I would not have any idea because I would been waiting like somewhere else different. Also, I'm worried about the poop now because the living room smells like poop. I need to scoop it out. But I'm happy that it's she poops. But anyway, but I don't know. I feel like this is normal life for other people, but for me, this is, I don't know, very overwhelming, very. It's really hard to adjust. I'm not saying that I am mad about it or resentful. There is no hard feelings attached to it. It's just difficult to adjust. That's all. And yeah, and I realized like I don't have any support network whatsoever. So if something happens to me, for example, then where is she gonna go? And then I don't have any enough financial backing or stability in my life. And what happens if she's ill? Like right now, she has feline acne, so it's like she has like this black area under her chin, and as I said before, I am one of those people who repeat stuff when I speak, I guess. And I'm like, I don't even have money to go to a low cost vet and stuff. Because like, the rescue only have $66, so I can't tell the rescue to get her to the vet. I did flag it to the rescue, so at least like they know, like, this cat has feline acne, and I'm asking for advice, but I don't know. The person is a bit touch and go, meaning like if she's nice today, she's nice today. If she's not, because she has a lot to deal with, and she's spreading herself really thin and stuff. So I'm not blaming her. She's basically very thin ice and stuff. So she's doing her best, and I can't do anything about that. Anyway, so that's it. That's where that's my week has been a very hectic week. So I guess the title for this particular video would be "The Life of a Foster Mom," the week of a foster rescue cat mom. uh, but now I think since when she escaped, she basically turned on her stray instinct again, because I noticed something that she didn't do for the past 2 weeks now, which was before when she first came in. Like she still has a stray instinct, which means like when she eats, she always look up and scan people and like her surroundings. So it's like to see whether there is a predator around or not, and she hasn't done that in a while. And then when she came back from her adventure, she did it again, and she's on and off again now, but she is a lot more alert, and now she's much more wary when I approach her. She's like jumping out, like because I think she's associating me now as a figure that is capturing her and stuff, which I found like so guilty about. Like I'm feeling like, oh, I'm making her scared. Anyway, there's a lot of guilt. The guilt of being a foster rescue cat mom. uh, I don't know where to go from l- from this life place. I don't know how to say it. How from this location in life? No, from this situation. That's not a good word. Also, I feel like everything around this apartment is so dirty, and I don't have the capacity to clean up outside the basic every like weekly chores, which is just mopping, vacuuming, wiping bit here and there, just like surface level, like so wiping the kitchen bench, wiping the bathroom mirror and stuff like that. Like I don't have the capacity to do like a deep clean, which I feel like I need to mop the balcony. I need to basically um clean all the balcony glasses and stuff, all like also clean the window and thoroughly deep clean the apartment. I don't have the capacity for that. Like my body is such a weak powerhouse. I think like also yesterday, I think the exhaustion also made me felt as if I was really angry with those ladies. I don't think it was those lady that make me angry. I think it was just pure exhaustion of the week catching up on me, and also because I was sick as well. I was so my physical body was exhausted, my mental body was exhausted. I was guilt ridden, so I guess like I don't like it was such a huge explanation for something that actually never happened in the real world, because it only happened inside my brain, inside my mental space, which was like I was pissed off. Like I didn't snap like in the real world. I snapped inside my head. Um this is how introvert gets mad. You create your whole drama inside your head. Oh, this is so warm. Anyway, I hope like the platform pays me today or tomorrow. Then I can buy some food, and then I can buy some kangaroo. Also, and I can plug back the also like the fridge has been an ongoing financial issues for a few for a couple years now, I think, because it's dying. I know it's going to die. It's getting worse and worse. The sound is getting worse and worse as well. And at night sometimes it sounds like there is a jet engine and it's really loud inside the kitchen. I can't afford like a new fridge, you know. And it's not my fridge as well. So it's 16 years old, so it's old. So I'm not saying so the fridge has done well. It's just like right now I can't get a fridge. I can't even afford a cheap fridge. I can't even afford a $200 fridge that is tiny. So it's like I'm just trying to do my best to troubleshoot or at least prolong the life of the dying fridge. So I'm unplugging it, planning that I'm gonna it's gonna stay unplugged for 24 hours until tomorrow morning, which has been the plan since last week. I think my autistic brain really needs that long plan happening inside their brain before it's you execute something, because otherwise it just freaks out into this anxiety and this catastrophic um, area that is not good at all. It's like it's just going to make me feel like I should unalive myself. This is such a big problem, and the feeling is definitely overwhelming when that takes over. When ideation takes over, it is really really bad. And I talk about it very casually, mainly because it is an everyday thing. It's not something that happens once in a lifetime or twice in a lifetime. So it feels big, you know? No, it's every day. It's every day. It's everywhere. It's like right now, it's like, oh, the sun is shining. It's winter. It's warm. It's great. This is a good time to die. It's like, why are you ruining a good moment? It's just like the way this brain works. It's very scary, I think, for normal people. But for me, it's just a casual thing because it's always there. It's always persistent. And for me, I don't consider it dangerous. I consider it as a friend because it's just always there. But I don't know. But I'm gonna take a break from recording, I think, this week. It won't affect the vlog schedule. I have the vlog schedule up until um August, 1st of August. So if I feel like I'm gonna vlog again this week, then I'm probably gonna move some up. As usual, I usually add like a Monday vlog, so that the schedule goes up, and then I can go back to not having the vlog so far out from the date of recording. Because sometimes it's important not to. I learned not to vlog like a month in advance or too long in advance, because it creates a huge gap of timing wise with the audience, which I don't particularly enjoy. um, I want it still to be recent, but not too recent that it becomes a bit dangerous. Because when I was doing a daily vlog, like into 2024, meaning like, on the day I shot it, I will upload it at night. So every day for 5 days for the whole year, 2024. So I just considered that like, a job, basically, 9 to 5 job. So with a deadline before midnight every day, and I uploaded it. And I did that, and it was a bit scary because when you upload things in because like my mindset also wasn't really that great, and my emotional and my body is also, there was just a lot going on, and mentally I was really in heavy ideation. I just really really wanted to sleep, and not, it's not as bad as a decade ago, but like 2015, that was like probably the worst of it. But it was like halfway there, so it was pretty bad again. um and so it wasn't really helpful because in at one time the comments were just vicious, and it wasn't helpful. Like all the people's comment were basically live, meaning like, because it's what happened in that day, and then their comment is also in that day. So it was really bad. And then, sometimes people watch and then they say, hey, I was there today, so, oh my god, we could have bumped into each other. And on that, like, I feel like that's a bit too close for my liking, so I needed to kind of manage in how I vlog things. And in 2025 I was kind of just giving up because the vlog wasn't taking off, and my channel wasn't taking off. So I always have this like full uh cycle of, oh, okay, let's work hard, and then it's not working hard. Like, why do I even bother? And then let's work hard again. Well, why I don't want to even work hard? Why it's not working out? Anyway, 2025, I just try to make it in advance so that I didn't have that problem again that I had in 2024. But it was too far in advance because I was doing it once a week. So it was like a month in advance. So it didn't work well for me because I don't like publishing it something, for example, in November about Halloween, because I have shot it in October, and it will get published a month later, which is in November. So I felt like that was just too far off, and it's just the Discord is too far. It's like Christmas is gonna be in January, like in the vlog. So it's gonna be, there is that delay. So I don't want it to be so far off. Like, at least like if you get a these days, if you get a Christmas vlog, it's probably gonna be in the 1st of January, so a week later, or at least like within that vicinity, so it doesn't feel like it's too far away from when it was happening. So like that's my, but it's also not too close to when it was recorded, so that it doesn't feel as if that, my privacy is being invaded and stuff, or like too close emotionally. If I had a difficult week or like this week and stuff, by the time it's being perceived and judged by people, then I already have an emotional distance with it, so it's not really affecting me as much. So I do need that emotional distance quite a bit, just to make sure that it doesn't add on to the pile-on of, my mental existence crisis that is constantly uh, I don't know why you guys listen to me, to be honest. I'm basically just complaining about how poor I am all the time, and how overwhelmed I am all the time, and how exhausted I am all the time, and how I just, sometimes, if this happens to you, talk to your doctor, get your psychologist, get help, go to Lifeline, all that stuff. Don't do it alone. That's my disclaimer. But, talk about how I just, just ideating a lot, and yeah, but also right now the air is so fresh. It's like so fresh. It's so good. My voice is hoarse because I'm sick. I got the cold. Also, I'm being very stingy because I don't want, because I'm already guilty having the cat out there, right? So I don't usually use the heater since last year because I figured out if you buy a throw blanket, electric throw blanket, and if you use electric blanket for your bedding, you don't really need a heater because your body heats up a lot, except for like very early mornings these days, usually because the air is really icy, so it irritates my sinus, and that's when I would use the aircon, for example, because I need the air in the room to be warm. um but this year is because of the cat. For the past 2 months I've been using the heater a lot because I don't want her to get cold. That's one of the reason why I took her in, is because I don't want her to spend winter in the cold. It's been very icy this winter, so I'm pretty happy with that. And when she escaped, I felt like, oh yeah, um there were a very complicated feelings. Like, one, the feelings was, um should I adopt her and just get her registered under my name for now, so that um she get desect first of all, and then if she's escape again, the microchip will lead to me. At least, like, I will still foster her, and then the microchip is going to go to whoever adopts her next. So because I can't keep her, because, and that's the second realization, is like, I can't keep her because I don't have the resources and the network as well. Like, I don't have the social network to help me out when something like this happen. I don't drive, so I can't get her to the vet if something happens to her, especially when she escapes like this. So it was like a double realization of like, oh, okay, I can't keep her, and at the same time, like, should I just, at least on paper, get her to get adopted, so that I can have like a paper trail leading to me if something like this happen again. But if that happens, I think I don't like the situation with that, because that means she will just go very low in the priority list, because technically she has an owner, so there is no motivation whatsoever for her to get adopted, because on the paper I'm adopting her, but that's not a good situation because I can't afford to maintain her health wise with the vet and stuff like that, and my lack of support in my life doesn't allow me to have her to thrive, because my goal is for her safety and for her happiness and for her health, which I also hope for myself and for you guys. Anyway, I basically just spoke about the same thing for almost an hour. In the adoption event, I was basically, um it was very brief. It was like only like 2 3 hours, not 2 hours, I think. And the rescue decided to ended it early, and it was supposed to be a 2 days event, but she only did one day, and then she didn't go for the Sunday one, and she didn't want to keep going for the Saturday one for like the full, I don't know, 5 6 hours, because there was not a lot of traffic. And she said, I think, like, also the cats and the kittens that were inside the crates were very scared. One cat was hissing a lot. She doesn't hiss, but I could tell she was scared because she wasn't moving at all from where she was, like, sitting, and like when she was, like, crouching. She's bluffing her fear away. I could see it. And so yeah, so the rescuers decided it was probably not a good idea to expose them to further fear or longer fear than necessary. But it was a good experience for me. I get to see how much work actually being put into an adoption event, there's so much logistic, like so much stuff to set up. Like you have to set up the tables, you have to set up the crates. Hopefully next time they get to set up like all the details, like the rescue community detail and the contact detail and etc etc. So like having the cats and kittens there would be a waste of time because they can just go back and see online, if they want to have further information, just stuff like that. So it's just more like about the logistic and operation on a day, because to be honest, I actually really enjoy operation stuff. How things done, how things get done is enjoyable. But this is how you know you have chronic illness. As soon as I got home, I couldn't do anything. I was basically just like a potato. And the next day, I snapped inside my head, of course, like when there were people. So I was exhausted beyond belief. I could function for that 2 3 hours, not some like as if from the outside, as if I was normal, but apparently not. I was being optimistic too. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I could do this, maybe. And then, yeah, nah. Reality sank in as soon as I got home. The cat was fine though. The cat, as soon as she got home, she ate and then she slept and she pooped. Was fine. When she was in the crate, it was a bit stressful. But once she got home, she was fine. I'm planning to take her out to go to the garden, but with the crate. Sorry, not the crate, with the carrier as well, just for her to sniff some grass. That was like the intention in the beginning with the leash before she escaped and bolted. Uh, I don't know. My life is a mess like usual. Nothing about my life has improved. But I guess I don't know if I'm healthier either because I've got back pain and it's getting worse. But for some reason, I'm not complaining as much. So that's an improvement. The fresh air is really good right now. Like, it's really, really good. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rant. I appreciate it so much. If you guys want to help out, go to coffee.com/Ballerine, click like and subscribe, share this as much as you can, help my other channel out. I know, like, when I first started this channel, I basically said, I'm not going to promote this channel, I'm not going to promote that channel, I'm going to keep it separate. No, that's out the window. If you want to watch silent vlogs, you can go to youtube.com/Ballerine. Yeah, just Google it. This should be out. It should be there. So in that channel, it's just silent vlogs. Basically, there's no talking like this. I created this channel as a separate one because in 2025 I had like two different type of videos in that channel, which was a talking video like this on Wednesday, and on Saturday I have vlogs. So it was a split audience, I think. So I decided to move the talking channel to this channel and then just keep that particular channel for silent vlogs only. Um, so that's why we are here now. Yeah, and also if you want to help me with the rescue, you can go check out the rescue page. All the details I'm gonna put down below in the description box as well. So because I still need to get her desexed and stuff, and I don't know, get her in the good books. If you're in Australia, it's probably better to get a bank transfer and put the description for Limi, because I want them to know like the money that goes in to their bank account is for this cat. I'm being very um I'm being very, like, I don't know, helicopter momish. Like, I'm doing a lot of things that I would not be doing if it's just for me. I feel like even at the adoption event yesterday, I was volunteering to go and do a little bit of work so that she get a chance to move up the queue a little bit. And it's as if that, when you have a kid, I don't have a kid, when you have a kid and then you have to be kind to other kids' mom. so that your kids don't get isolated or don't get bullied. That's what I feel I'm doing right now. I am being nice. I'm playing nice so that my kid doesn't suffer. That's what I'm doing. And anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.